Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it's no fluke. The Vikings are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Chiefs, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are on the eastern side of downtown Minneapolis at the gorgeous new U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Dontari Poe in on the stop. And a glance now at the Chiefs defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle. Bradford from the gun on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That's caught by Treadwell. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
First down, this is Rawls. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. The play clock's running down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Third and long for Bradford. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Here's Bradford, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Bradford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They come out here in the eye. Second down, Bradford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
From the gun, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10, he'll look to... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Following the interception, Bradford, and that's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Bradford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now Bradford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to air one out, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. And able to find Conley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
One receiver left, two to the right.
Here we go. 38.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he caught it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. A first down throw for Bradford. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. But
and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back to throw. Finding time. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Well, let's see if that script is a good one for them.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
3 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
So we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. I got him. Hey. Tighten up.
Now Bradford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Bradford again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Here's Bradford, and his throw is incomplete. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
shipped together here from the D-line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Bradford now to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to trade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first down throw for Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Bradford on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go.
3rd and long for Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. His throw caught at about the 5. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get to stop here. Bradford, he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we...
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Don't forget, knowing where the first down line was, this defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did know, they are down on the scoreboard. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, you're trailing, it's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Here we go. Green.
On play action, Bradford. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now here comes Kansas City. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it, and he's got room. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Hey, come on, let's round. Ohio.
1st and goal from the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out